Good morning, everyone. Hi. Sorry, I have a husky voice. Hi, Jasmine.
Hi, hello, Paul. How are you?
I'm great. It's just that I have a kind of husky voice now.
What's
How are
still going
you?
on? I'm good. I'm good. Not well. Beautiful weather here today. Sunny, sunshine. Yes. Pretty
Not
cold
in
today
here.
though. Ah,
It's rainy here.
Rainy.
For the
Oh,
past few days, weeks, yeah,
oh,
it's kind of rainy. It's rainy season again.
oh! It's raining season now in Philippines. And is it
Yes.
hot?
Well, it's a crazy weather because, like, in the morning, you'll feel really hot, like really sunny, and then the afternoon, it's gonna rain, or
Oh,
it's the other way around. Crazy,
few
crazy
season per
weather.
day.
Yes,
Oh, well, similar to Auckland sometime.
I
Yes.
see.
Yes, yes. This morning it's only 7 degree this morning, but it's sunny, so it's not too bad. Last week it was raining as well. Yeah, so wow. So I think we have a few people
We do have
joining
few,
today.
yes, we do have few people joining, already joined, but definitely there would be more joining in. We just sent out a
Okay.
reminder and for this webinar, again, as always, it's recorded. We'll be
Yep.
sharing the recording through our YouTube channel and we'll be sharing the presentation deck as well to our agent partners. So I think I'll be trying to
We can give them a
share.
few more minutes.
Yes,
Yes. Yes.
definitely. But I'll try to share the video that you sent to me. Let me
Yes.
know
Yes.
if
Let's go ahead.
the video, I mean the audio is good. I'll try to share it now.
Audio is good. Can you enlarge the video? Oh, we lost music in this part.
Okay. All right. I think we do have already few attendees
Yes.
participating on this webinar, and it's already 10:05. So again, to all our agent partners, welcome to today's webinar, and thank you for joining, even if it's raining. So we're delighted to feature ICL New Zealand. It's one of the New Zealand's leading private tertiary education providers, known for its industry-focused programs, diverse student community, and commitment to preparing students for global career opportunities. So to tell us more about ICL New Zealand has to offer, it is my pleasure to introduce our speaker for today, Miss Jasmine Nguyen. She is the Senior Marketing Executive for Southeast Asia and Bhutan. So please join me giving Jasmine a warm welcome as she shares valuable insights. Sorry for that, about studying at ICL New Zealand. So over to you, Jasmine.
Thank you, Pauline. Thank you for the chance and create this webinar today. Hello, everyone. Kia ora. My name is Jasmine. I'm the Senior Marketing Executive looking after Southeast Asia as well as Bhutan region at ICL Education Group. So the section will be here today. I've tried to make it as short as possible because I know not everyone are going to hear me for a long time. But we will go to all information regarding ICL as well as all the program we're offering, what the highlights of that programs mean specifically about the selling point of different programs we have at ICL. And I hope if you have researched about ICL before, you know about us before, or we have not got in touch before, I hope after the webinar today you'll be interested in promoting ICL. Yes, so on your screen, I have shared my screen. On your screen right now is the picture of ICL campus for the whole ICL education group. We call it ICL Education Center. And we are located in Auckland City, which is the largest city of New Zealand. And our campus is inside Auckland City Centrals. Not only inside the city central, we are right in the middle, right in the vibrant heart of Auckland City Central. Very centralized location. If you see this yellow area, this is the busy area, which means a lot of cafe, shop, restaurants. And behind us, there's a pretty big park called Albert Park. If you talk about Auckland, whenever you see any icon, symbol, emoji, stuff like that, you will see this tower, and it's called Sky Tower, which is a signature icon of Auckland City. And we are only 5 minutes walk from Sky Tower. In terms of transportation, there's all type of transportation around the area. From bus stops, there's a lot of bus stops with around the campus. Train station, there's two train stations. One existing one here, and a new one will be upcoming soon, finalized soon. And there's even a ferry terminal here down at the harbor. For the ferry terminal. So we have everything within the area, including a lot of corporate office building, a lot of apartment building as well. Very centralized, convenient location for students. Under the ICL education group, we have three education providers. As you can see in my background here, there's three education providers. The first one is Auckland English Academy. This one, a very old one, founded in 1988. This is one of the New Zealand oldest language school and one of the largest IELTS training center in New Zealand. Our one, very popular. Second language school we have is the Bridge International College. This one founded 26 years ago. And the flagship program is the New Zealand Certificate in English Language. And the last one, where we have majority of Filipino students here with ICL Graduate Business School. This one, we offer program from level 5 diploma all the way up to level 9 master degree, which is our most popular program right now is master degree. We'll need to firstly talk about the reason students choose ICL and why you put your trust in us. First of all, we has always been category 1 by NZQA under the previous system. So category 1 is mean the highest ranking in terms of quality. And lower there's category 2, category 3s. And that QA is stand for New Zealand Qualification Authority. So I think in a simple understanding is all institutions like us under their management, under their control. So they kind of our parent who um, make sure of our quality in terms of both facility, lectures, staff, student support, and every aspects. We are proud to say that we're one of the largest and leading private provider of international education in New Zealand. And this is not a general saying, this is proven by number. That's how we can say we're one of the largest and leading. We have one very significant number here I would like to show you is our high achievement rate. Our achievement rate are among the highest in New Zealand, even higher than some university here in New Zealand. And updated by August last year, 2025, we was at 99.67%. This is a very impressive number. And of course, we got this number thanks to our hardworking student and especially to our experienced and qualified academic team. So they are highly qualified English teacher as well as lecturers and tutors. A lot of our lecturers hold PhD, so a lot of them we call doctors, and over 90% of them have at least one master degree. So we can confident on our teaching staff. We also have some quality membership. Our ICL Graduate Business School is a member of QTI, which stands for Quality Tertiary Institutions. And our two English school is called Auckland English Academy and Bridge International College. We are a member of English New Zealand. So again, in a simple understanding, if you don't know about these two organizations, they are, you can think they are as a government association and they only contain high quality institution or language school in category 1 to be their membership. So only those high quality institutions can be their members. And we have very strong student community here, which I will show you in my next slide, why we can say we are one of the largest and leading in the private education sector. This is our total number of students. We have over 2,600 international students study with us. So this is a total number under the group. If we divide into the two English school, we have around 600 students, and the ICL Graduate Business School, we have over 2,000 students. Majority of them are taking our master right now, so they take a large portion of these 2,000 students. Students come to us from all over the world, and usually we will have more than 50 different nationality at ICL. And came up with the top 15 nationalities. This one I came up in March, about 3 months ago. This is our top 15, and you can see Philippines is in our top 4. Very, very good number from Philippines. So the one highlight is the region that I'm looking after. So only for that purpose, no other purpose. Next thing is I would like to talk a little bit in case you are interested. We do help students with accommodation as well. We do have 3 options for them. One is Park Tower, second one is Rocklands, and third one is homestay. So I believe everyone well know what is homestay. Park Tower and Rocklands, they are our third-party accommodation providers. And the format, you can imagine them similar to maybe you can think as university dorm. So where they have their own private bedroom and they share all of the facility with tenants who live in Park Tower or Rockland. So they share kitchen, bathroom, laundry, lounge, living room. The difference between them is Park Tower location is the closest one to our campus because they also in city centers. So it only takes students about 10 minutes if they travel by bus or 25 minutes if they want to walk to this campus. Rocklands is about 5 kilometers away from our campus and it will take students about 30 minutes travel by bus. Not too far actually, not too bad. A second thing is about the price. Park Tower is $330 per week, and Rockland is $285 per week. Park Tower require you to apply for minimum of 4 weeks to stay, and Rockland require a minimum stay of 6 weeks. So usually, these price are for single bedroom, but I know they do have double bedroom as well in case you have any client come as a couple or, two-person, two friend come together. But if they are family with children, I don't really recommend it. I don't think this is a suitable option for family with children. So this is only a quick information, quick reference. If in case you want to find a more detailed information, please contact Pauline so she will share with you more detailed information for me. Next thing, now we will talk about our programs. This on your screen right now, this overview of all 20 programs we offer at ICL. We have from English, simple communication English, to academic English. We have IELTS preparation, PTE preparation, and NZCEL level 4 and 5. This is a New Zealand certificate in English language. And for main program, we do have from level 5 diploma. We do have 2 bachelor programs. We have 2 graduate diploma programs. And we also have 2 postgraduate diploma program, one in business and the other one is in business informatics. And for master, our most popular one now, we have 9 different master programs at ICL at the moment. We'll talk a bit more detail about that soon. We will go very quickly to Auckland English Academy because this is not a popular one for Filipino. Under this school, we have Communication English, PT preparation, and IELTS preparation. And we start all these 3 courses every Monday. So it means your client can choose their own start date and they can choose their own study duration as well. They can study as many weeks as they want. And each course, we have 2 different timetable, so they can choose which timetable they prefer. And each one also come with various level as well, depend on the student current English level. All students will join a test every 6 weeks so they know their progress. And they can change between the course or change between the timetable without any extra cost. And this is our tuition fee, ranging between $300 to $360 per week, depend on how many weeks they apply to study with us. And one special thing that because we are category 1, when students apply to study minimum 14 weeks with us, any of those 3 courses, they will have 25 work right on their student visa. So student can have this because they study with a category 1 school. If they study with category 2 or 3, there will be more requirement for them to get this work right. I think one special thing that they need to study 6 months and they need to provide some certain IELTS or PTE result to have this work right if they study with category 2 school. But they can study with us, category 1, only requirement is minimum 14 weeks of study. Students study English with us enjoy many different activity and all free. All these activity are free of charge. We have learn how to use idioms clubs. We have pronunciation clubs, conversation clubs, songlish, singing song in English. And every Friday they go out, they go visit different attractions. They have a picnic, play sport outside. We also have job clubs once per month. This is especially helpful for all newly arrival students, where they learn about working in New Zealand, where do they go and search for a job, what do they need to prepare before getting into an employment. And we have 2 new free courses come with certificates. One is front of house training and barista is the upcoming one starting early August. All of these 2 courses are free, come with certificate, and it's free for students who enroll for more than 12 weeks with us. If they enroll for at least 12 weeks, they can get this course for free. If they enroll less than 12 weeks, I believe not really many students enroll less than 12 weeks, they will have to pay small fee. But usually that's not the case. They usually student will apply study at least about 4 months or 6 months. So majority of students study English with us will get this course for free. So it's very helpful for them, especially for their part-time job. They get more skill, more knowledge, more vocabulary to work in restaurant, hotel, to work in a cafe as well. This is some of the picture from our activity and cultural event. So we do celebrate different cultural events. And this is some of the screenshot from our English student, over 90% of them student satisfaction. So you can read it from a Google review, from our website. We do have this feedback as well. And we also have 3 weeks promotion. This also available on our tuition fee. All the detail about scholarship, free promotion are available on our tuition fee. So you can reach out to Pauline to ask for the tuition fee list provided by ICL. Next school we talk about is Bridge International College. Under this school, we only have this course, New Zealand Certificates in English Language, level 4 and 5. So in short, we call this on NZCEL. So NZCL, I think a lot of you may have not heard about this one, have not heard about this one before. Maybe you have no idea what is NZCL. So NZCL I will put it into topic. One is same, one is not same. What is same is same as IELTS or PTE. So usually when you study, you want to study a main program, for example, diploma, bachelor, master, you usually need to meet there's English requirement, right? And usually you provide IELTS, maybe 6.0, 6.5, or you provide PTE, maybe PTE 50, maybe PTE 58. But if you don't want to do IELTS or PTE, this NZCL can use to substitute IELTS or PTE. So they can use instead of doing IELTS or PTE. But how can you get this one? It's totally different. We come to the not same one. It's totally different from IELTS or PTE. IELTS or PTE, you know how to get it, right? You do the practice, and then you book a test. You go to the test center, you do the test, you go home, you wait for the result, then you know whether you meet the English requirement or not. And the CL is a 16-week course, so it's about 4 months. And as long as you successfully complete this course, you will gain a nationally recognized qualification issued by NZQA. And if you look on the right side here, if you complete an NZCL level 4 and you got this certificate, it will be equivalent to IELTS 6.0 or equivalent to PTE 50. This is usually for students who want to study diploma, want to study bachelor, or even graduate diploma. If you got NZCL level 5 certificate, it means you complete this course, level 5. It will be equivalent to IELTS 6.5 or PTE 58. And this is usually for students who want to study master or postgraduate diploma. So this is how it's different from IELTS or PTE. If you still have questions about NZCL, please maybe put in the Q&A box, or you can, I don't know if you can talk right now, but let me know if you have any question. This is a quick reference for you on the tuition fee, depend on which one you choose. You can see here, one is on campus, one is online. So let me explain this. Level 4, we only offer on-campus study. This means you need to apply for visa, you have a valid visa, come to campus and attend face-to-face classes. And that CR level 5, we do have 2 options. So number 1 is you still have an visa, come to campus, enjoy face-to-face classes. But option 2 is you can study it online. So as long as you're not in New Zealand at the moment, maybe your client is in Philippines right now, in Dubai, in UAE, in any other country, they can study this one online. And the pathway is once they complete NZCL level 5 course, then they can apply visa, come to New Zealand to study master degree, for example, or bachelor degree, for example. So it will save them on, they have to apply for visa and they have to pay, more fee for study on campus. We do have a scholarship package for this. It means if students complete either one of this level and they continue to study one of the program under the graduate business school, we will give them $2,000 discount on top of their main program. So let me give an example. If your student want to study master, but they are not having, they're not meeting the English requirement yet, maybe because they don't have IELTS, maybe they don't have PTE, or they do have, but they're not meeting the score requirement. They can study NZCR level 5, either on campus or online. Upon successfully complete NZCR level 5 and they continue to a master degree, we will give them $2,000 discount on top of their master degree. To enter this program, there will be entry requirement. So the popular one that they can provide IELTS or PTE. If they want study level 4, they need to provide IELTS 5.5 or PTE 42. If they want to study NZCR level 5, they need to provide IELTS 6.0 or PTE 50. However, if they don't have IELTS or PTE, or if they do have, but they're not meeting this score requirement, we can provide them with a free internal entry test. And they can do it, doesn't matter where they are. If they are not in New Zealand right now, they can do this test online. And we only test two skills, writing and speaking. It will take them just an hour to do this test, and it's for free. If they're currently in New Zealand, then they need to come to our campus and do the test. So again, quick reference for you if you want to find more information about this. If you have any actual inquiry, any student interested in this course and they want to book for the free internal entry test to NZCL, please contact Pauline. She will share with you more detailed information about this one. So I hope it's clear. We will move on to our last school, which is the ICL Graduate Business School. We will start with bachelor. We have two bachelor programs. The first one is Bachelor of Business Information Systems. And the second one is still in Business Information System, but this one is specialized in healthcare. So we have two bachelor programs at the moment in ICL. But our bachelor is very special. Very special. Yeah, this one you need to listen carefully. Usually, when you study a bachelor in New Zealand, it will take you 3 years to complete a bachelor degree. And usually in Asia country, it will averagely take you 4 years to complete a bachelor degree. At ICL, only our bachelor is only 2 years in duration. ICL is currently the only one institution in New Zealand offering bachelor fast track for only 2 years in duration. If your clients see, oh, usually the bachelor is 3 years, ICL only 2 years, so maybe we receive less knowledge, maybe less subjects, we study less than the normal bachelor. The answer is no, because the usual 3 years bachelor is 360 credits. Our one is also 360 credits. So the student will receive the same knowledge, the same number of paper that they would study in a 3 years bachelor. So in terms of study content, it's the same. But it just, instead of study 3 years, they need to compress this in 2 years. So they need to study more paper per semester, per trimester. Beside from saving 1 year of study, the student will have a big saving here in the tuition fee. This is our tuition fee after scholarship, only $23,000 per year, and they only have to pay for 2 years. So the total cost for tuition fee is $46,000. If you study any bachelor degree 3-year duration out there, I can tell that the minimum tuition fee you're looking at, this is a minimum. Minimum you're looking at will be around 60 to 70,000 for the bachelor degree. If you study university, it could go well above $100,000 New Zealand dollar. Once you study complete this program with us, you're eligible for 2 years post-study work visa. This is a work visa you got after you graduate. While you study, you hold student visa. Your student visa will give you 25-hour work right on your student visa. In terms of entry requirement, first, we need to require students to provide high school graduate certificate if they graduate high school from overseas, not in New Zealand, and also provide the academic transcript of that high school. Second thing is about English. They need to have IELTS 6.0, no band under 5.5. If they do PTE, they need PTE 50 overall with no band under 42, or they can study and provide NZCL level 4 certificates. So this is a quick reference on the paper they will study in the employment outcome. But of course, I know with the limited time today, we can't read on all of this, but on our website, if you go to icl.ac.nz, or you can Google search ICL Graduate Business School, you will go to our website, and our website have very detailed information about each program, including overview, including what paper you study, including entry requirement, employment outcomes, a lot of information from our website in terms of the program. The next level 7 program I want to introduce to you is graduate diploma, still level 7. But this is graduate diploma and it's in business. This program is 1 year in duration with 120 credits. Tuition fee after scholarship is 17,500 New Zealand dollar after scholarship. Once you complete this program, you will be eligible for 1 year post-study work visa, and you still have 25 work right on your student visa. There's two streams available for this program. One is international business innovation, and second one is international hospitality management. So the student will choose one of these two streams when they apply to study this program. Entry requirement for this program is actually quite flexible. We accept any bachelor degree, and in case your bachelor degree is not relevant to, in case you only have a diploma, but you have good years of relevant work experience, we can also consider it under special admissions. So any case that even you unsure but want to apply for this program, feel free to send it to us. We will do a pre-assessment for you. English requirement is same as the bachelor, IELTS 6.0 or PTE 50 or NZCL level 4. Another graduate diploma we have, but this is very popular one. This graduate diploma in teaching early childhood education level 7. This program is also 1 year in duration with 135 credits, and the tuition fee after scholarship is 27,500 New Zealand dollar. Now, this is a very popular program. If you do agency in Australia or you've been doing New Zealand, you may know this is very popular in New Zealand, Australia for the last 2 years. In New Zealand, the reason why it's so popular is because it's under Immigration New Zealand Green List, which means provide a resident pathway to resident pathway. So Green List is basically a list of occupation, and under this list, there's early childhood teacher. And under early childhood teacher, of course, resident visa have a lot of requirement. But one of the key requirement I need to mention here is you need to work as registered teacher for 2 years. So two key words we need to take out from here. One is registered teacher, and second thing is 2 years work experience. It's come to the reason why students should study this one at ICL, why students choose to study this program at ICL. Because upon complete this qualification with us, it will lead them toward New Zealand teacher registration. So they will become New Zealand registered teacher, which very important for them to meet the green list requirement. Once they complete this program, they will be eligible for post-study work visa, and they also have 25 work right on their student visa. And special thing that you see, I didn't mention in our my 3 previous slide, that when you study this program, according to Immigration New Zealand, you can bring your family to New Zealand with them. So the student can bring their whole family to New Zealand with them during their study. They can bring their husband, their wife, if the husband study, or and also their child, the children can come here study as domestic student. Very special for this program because it's under green list. When students study this program, you can see here are all the paper they will study, and 2 paper they will do the actual practice at a kindergarten or childcare center, and our lectures can help them to find a workplace for this practice. This is a program with a lot of benefit, but also is the selective program with the longest list of entry requirement and the highest English requirement. First of all, they need to have a bachelor degree, but it can be any major, any bachelor degree is acceptable. Second thing is English, IELTS 7.0 across all 4 bands. They need to be at least 7.0. If they do PTE, they need PTE 69 overall, with speaking 79, writing 73, reading 62, and listening 61. So very high English requirement for this program. However, this program is a bit more flexible in terms of the English requirement. Different from all other programs we have, where you need to meet the English requirement in one single test. And this ECE program, it can accept combined English test result. So it means if your student do IELTS, but for the first time, they may not achieve 7.0 in 1 or 2 skill, they will do another test. And if they achieve 7.0 in that 1 or 2 skill, we can combine 2 tests. You can combine 3 tests until they meet all the band score requirements. Another case, also special admission as well in terms of English. If they want to be away from, it means if they don't want to provide IELTS or PTE, there's some case we can accept if they study bachelor or if they study master in an English speaking country. Physically study over there, maybe they study in New Zealand, Australia, Canada, US, UK, they can be waived from providing IELTS or PTE. So if you have any special case you're not sure, again, check with Pauline, check with me. We will give you a confirmation. The rest of the requirement are pretty simple as long as they got the English. 100% of applicants in the under my region pass the rest of the process. So don't need to worry too much about it. We will guide you along the way. Again, let me know if you have any question in the Q&A box. So I think we can answer at the end, right, Pauline? We will go to our last program, which is Master, most popular for all nationality at the moment, not for any particular nationality. All nationality master the most popular. Before we talk about our master program, we will talk a bit about what students are eligible for when they study master, or you can say what are the reasons why students choose study master right now. First of all, that once they complete a master degree, they will be eligible for a 3 years post-study work visa. So their post-study work visa will have 3 years in durations. Second thing, they can bring their family to New Zealand with them. So the partner, which is the husband or the wife, can have a work visa and go to work. The child or children will have student visa and study as domestic student. Domestic student, it means usually free of tuition fee. Usually they don't have to pay for tuition fee. And the main reason here is lay on the resident pathway. So in the previous slide under the ECE program, I've talked about the green list resident visa. Another pathway is called skilled migrant category resident visa. So basically this one is under the point system. So there was an official announcement from Immigration New Zealand Pauline since we last talked. They officially announced this, and this apply from 24th of August. It's apply for people who apply for resident visa from 24th of August. It's not mean for students when they start their study or when they finish their study. It's different. So here, if you look at this table here, if you complete a master degree in New Zealand, and you also have a bachelor degree, you can have 6 points toward this skill migrant category. And this is the maximum requirement. They require 6 points. So you achieve the point already. If you do study master degree in New Zealand, but you didn't have a bachelor degree, you can claim 5 points and you can get another point from 1 year of skill work experience in New Zealand. So it's another point can get from work experience in New Zealand. So I know resident visa, there's a lot more other requirements. For example, another important thing is job offer and salary, but point is one of the key requirement for this skill migrant category. So this is why a lot of people study master right now. Now we will go into our detail of our master program. As I mentioned earlier, we have totally 9 different master programs. We will talk about 3 programs first. One is Master of Management. So the course from the name, this one purely focused on management skill and knowledge in business, New Zealand business context, as well as global business context. Second program we have is Master of Management, specialized in healthcare. So this program, you still study about general management skill and knowledge, but the other, you go more focus on management in the health industry. So management in the healthcare sector. And the last one is Master of Management by thesis, or you can call this one by research. So go back to this. So these first two programs, management and management healthcare, we call it coursework. And the last one, we call it by thesis, or you can call it by research. Management or management healthcare, there are 2 types of duration to choose from. One is 12 months, 1 year, and another one is 16 months, 1.5 years. And this is entirely up to the student to choose their own study durations. Second, for the management by thesis, duration is fixed, 1 year, 12 months. This one, because this one is only 120 credits, the other 2 coursework 180 credits. And this is a quick reference for you on the tuition fee after scholarship apply in 2026. It means they must start their study in 2026. That is a condition for all our scholarship. Management, we have two tuition fee depend on the duration that they choose. 29,000 New Zealand dollar or 27,000 New Zealand dollar for 16 months. Management healthcare, 12 months is $31,000 and 16 months is $29,000. Management by thesis is fixed $28,000 New Zealand dollar. The major difference between the coursework or the thesis, it lay on the work right on the student visa. So on their student visa, if they study coursework, they will have 25 work right per week on their student visa. If they study thesis or you call it research, they will have full-time work right on their student visa. But this one is the only program that have the highest academic requirement compared to the rest of our 8 master program. This management by thesis require you to have a postgraduate diploma or master degree related to business or management. This is a minimum requirement. If you do have this qualification, but it's not related to business or management, then the student is required to provide a minimum of 3 years relevant managerial experience as well. So this is the highest academic requirement. Going back to our two coursework program, management or management healthcare coursework, students required to have a bachelor degree related to the major or the specialization that they choose. So, for example, their bachelor need to related to business or to management or related to healthcare if they choose this specialization. If they do have a bachelor degree, but not directly related to them, but they have relevant work experience, we can also have a look at their work experience under special admissions. And of course, students need to provide evidence of those work experience. So we do accept a lot of students who have not direct related qualification, but have relevant work experience as well. English requirement. All our 9 master degree have the same English requirement. So I only maybe say it once. IELTS, we require 6.5 overall with no band under 6.0. If anyone do PTE, we require PTE 58 overall with no band under 50. And all they can study and that CL level 5 and provide this certificate. Next thing is in terms of learning model and timetable. Coursework, management or management healthcare, we offer blended delivery model. This means half will study online, half will be on campus for the same semester. And we do have two type of timetable. One is evening weekdays. Evening weekdays is mean evening between Monday and Friday. And all weekend class is mean Saturday and Sunday daytime. It will depend on the intake. And you can see this from our intake list. So if you are interested, again, you can ask Polly to share with you our intake list. The management by thesis, majority of your time throughout the whole program, you will focus on doing research, do thesis, and you only meet with supervisor once per week. Next one is our formal specialization under the management. So still under this major, which is management, we have 4 more specializations similar to the healthcare I showed you in the previous slide. Another specialization we have is marketing, construction project management, and supply chain and logistic management. Each of these programs come with 1 year durations. And this is a tuition fee after scholarship, 31,000 New Zealand dollar. On their student visa, they will have 25 work right on the student visa. And so in terms of academic requirement, you just need to remember this. It's easier for you. Anyone who interested in any of these programs, they need to have a bachelor degree related to the program they want to apply for. If they do have a bachelor degree, but it's not related to the program they want to apply for, then we'll look at their relevant work experience along with the evidence of work experience as well. English requirement is the same, so I'm not going to repeat it. Also, timetable also the same. We're not going to repeat it. Just want to mention about under marketing, we have paper related to AI. AI in marketing trends to its transformation. And under the construction project management, we also have paper related to AI-driven construction project planning and risk management. So this is our highlight papers. Right, last two master program. One is Master Business Informatics coursework, and another one is Master Business Informatics by thesis. Coursework again is have two duration to choose, 1 year or 16 months. Business Informatics by thesis fixed 1.5 year duration, 16 months. They have the same 180 credits, and this is the tuition fee for coursework. Coursework 12 months MBI is 29,500 New Zealand dollar, and 16 months at 27,500 New Zealand dollar for MBI coursework. MBI by thesis is 29,500 New Zealand dollar. Again, between coursework and thesis, the major difference is lay on work right. If you study MBI coursework, you have 25 hours per week. If you study thesis, you have full-time work right on your student visa. Academic requirement, we require students to have bachelor degree. For this one, we accept students from two backgrounds. They can either come from business background or they can come from IT, computing, engineering background. So we can access, we have to look at both their qualification and their work experience. English is the same. I'm not going to repeat it again. Also, timetable learning model for the coursework is the same. For the thesis, it will be a bit different. 16 months is included 4 trimester. So only the first trimester, they follow the same model as the coursework, which is blended learning, or evening, weekdays, or weekend class. So the first trimester is the normal master study. The last 3 trimester, again, majority of the time, they just do the research, they do the thesis at home, and they meet with a supervisor once per week to follow up on their thesis writing. So remember, all the price I'm showing you here today is after scholarship, after deduction of our scholarship already, and the condition is students need to start their program within 2026. Beside our scholarship, we do have special offer for limited intake, and we apply it for 27th of July intake. If students choose any master degree with 12 months in duration, we will give them $2,000 off on top of the scholarship. If they choose any master degree with 16 months in duration, we will give them $1,000 off on top of the scholarship. We can maybe extend this special offer for August or November with some conditions. So you can check with us directly regarding that. So to mention about the intake, next intake we have, so usually we have 6 intake per year, usually depend on the program, but majority of them will have 6 intake per year. 27th of July will be our next intake. After that, we have 31st of August. And the last intake of the year is 23rd of November, 23 of November. Last 3 intake for the year to eligible for scholarship as well as special offer, which is $1,000 or $2,000 discount. I would like to talk a little bit more, just 2 more slides to go, this one and another one. Another spot, this is about support we provide for our student under ICL Graduate Business School. We have guest speaker series. We call series because it's happened really often, probably 2 to 3 times per month. This is where we invite people come from different industry, different company, and they come to our campus and give speech to our students. This is a chance for our students to learn more about that industry, then learn about the inside of that real world business, and also a chance for them to connect with these people come from different company. And this is based on the true story. After I talked to a few of our students, maybe more, but and I know some of our students successfully secure their internship or their part-time job through how they proactively approach and talk to this guest speaker. So the student can follow our social media, all our social media to get up-to-date information about this. Last thing, as long as they are ICL student, they have a student ID card with ICL, they enjoy several discounts at different cafe, different shops, different restaurant, bubble tea, and we have a gym inside our campus from Anytime Finish, and they give students special discount. They give ICL students special discount, and it's inside our campus, very convenient. I think this is really special, and I don't know if any other institution they offering this to their students. So I think we are offering something very special to our students. Right. So I think that's about it for me. I think it's over back. Thank you everyone for listening to me. Over back to you, Pauline.
Well, thank you, Jasmine, for that very informative information across all your partner providers for New Zealand. And yes, we do have a couple of questions. Others are just really curious about living and studying in New Zealand. So let me read and pull out and read the questions. Okay, so we do have our very first. For an international students, what are the usual issues they encounter upon arriving?
Right. So I don't think we call it issue. Issue seem very negative. I think everyone, when you go to a different country, even you are just visitor traveler, you have a lot of different issue that what you call right when you go to a different country. I think we call it challenge. So of course, first of all, when they arrive in New Zealand, a new country, they need to look for a place to stay, right? So I think this is the job from maybe from you guys or maybe from us to help students to find a place to live. And maybe second thing is in terms of transportation, because maybe at home they ride a motorbike, they ride their car, they know the way, they have driver license. In here, they may not have it ready. So they would need to take public transport. So I think this is when we need to um, train educate them how to use the public transports, how to use the map, what can they use. We have bus and train. And in terms of this, if students study with us, they usually have discount on public transport as well. I forgot to mention it during my presentation. So they have discount on public transport. And also they need to open some certain thing like bank account and ID. Our student support team can help them. Of course, we cannot do it on their behalf because it's more like their personal security reason, but we can support them wherever they found is challenging or document requests. School can help them with those documents to apply for their tax number, to apply for their bank account. And I think most importantly is besides study, if they talk about study, we have very supportive student support service, as well as our teacher and lecturers very supportive. They are so friendly and they support student like from their heart, not just like doing their job, but they really support the student. And in terms of their personal life, I think we can talk about job. A work, a job, right? So usually they study, they will need a part-time job. Again, of course, we cannot find job for each every person student. That's why we come up with front of house training course. We come up with barista course because usually that's other part-time job student take. So we help them to train their skill, to let them learn about more English word in that industry, so they're more confident when they apply for the job. And also we have job clips which will help them to learn more about working in New Zealand. Where do they go and search for a job? We help them to look at their CV, their cover letter, and in the near future, we might help them with the mock interview as well for their future jobs. So I hope that could answer your question regarding the challenging for newly arrival students.
Yes, that's what I actually is thinking for when it comes to driving. Okay, thank you for answering our very first question, Jasmine. So, can you, this is about fees. Can you please confirm if student is required to settle their whole fee before visa submission?
So of course, this is more. So before I answer this, any questions regarding visa?
Visa.
I cannot answer for too detail. This is a bit between tuition fee and visa. So according to Immigration New Zealand, of course, you need to prepare the fund. If you apply visa from overseas, which means you're not currently in New Zealand, you do not apply visa while you're in New Zealand, you don't usually have to pay your tuition fee before launching your visa. You need to pay upon receipt approval in principle. In short, we usually call AIP, approval in principle, from Immigration New Zealand. It means once you settle down your tuition fee payment to us, to ICL, we give you the receipt. You send that receipt to Immigration New Zealand, they will send you official visa. If in case you are currently in New Zealand, usually they ask you to pay before you apply for your visa.
Okay. We have a few more.
Yes,
Oops.
I'm really glad to see these questions.
I know. Because definitely with our agent partners, Jasmine, just to for you to be able to understand, there are a lot of agent partners now that who's really interested in promoting New Zealand. Others are have been there for quite some time, and others are kind of new. And they see that there's really a good traction for New Zealand for Filipino students. How many
Right.
working rights for students who are taking master's degree? Uh,
So, yeah, so remember I mentioned we have coursework master and we have thesis master, or you call it research. If you study any coursework master, you will have 25-hour work rights on your student visa. And this is actually a better news if you don't know about it yet. In the past, actually, about 6 or 8 months ago, you only have 20 hours work right on your student visa, but Immigration in New Zealand had increased it to 25 hours work right per week if you study normal, or you can call normal master. If you study thesis, we call thesis, or you call it research, you will have actually unlimited work hours on your student visa. So you can work as many hours as you want if you study thesis programs.
I hope that's clear when it comes to um part-time and full-time work rights for while you're studying. All right. Is the Master of Business Informatics suitable for someone without an IT background?
Yes, so as I mentioned, this program, Master Business Informatics, we accept students from either the two background. They can either come from business background or they can come from IT, computing, somewhat come from engineer background, but engineer now we have more suitable program for them. So yeah, either two background you come from, you may eligible for Master Business Informatics. Not necessarily have to come from IT background.
Okay, thank you. Another one, this is for accommodation between the homestay and dorm options. Which one actually works out cheaper once you add everything up, not just
Right.
like the listed
Let
price?
yes, let me go back to the accommodation slide so you can see this one. So for short answer, of course, the Pata or Rocklands will be a much cheaper option compared to homestay. As you can see, this is the price for homestay. Usually $420 to $450 per week, the most expensive one, because they usually provide students with meals. The other two only provide accommodation, no food providers. And if you talk about the 8 up, I think Rocklands remain the cheapest option because beside its price fee, homestay in Park Tower, there's a placement fee. It's mean non-refundable fee. I think it's between $300 $350 placement fee, non-refundable. Rockland, even they require you to make a bond of, I believe, $700. But once you check out from Rocklands, if you do not make any damage to the property, they will refund you that bond of $700, $600 or $700. I'm not remember exactly, but part-time and homestay they three hundred to $350 placement fee non-refundable. And then other than that, these are the price per week. So I think 8 up Rockland will be the cheapest option and come to the part-time. But also one thing when you consider between part-time and Rocklands, consider about the locations. I'm not in bias of any option, and honestly, because this is agency webinar, I can share honestly, we don't really make profit in terms of accommodation. This is more of supporting student, providing more option for student. So I'm not in bias of any option, but from my personal opinion, consider about the location. And one thing I can share with you about the facility, Rockland is a bit old facility. I think they built very long time ago. Parktown is a bit more modern facility compared to Rocklands. About the locations, Parktown, they have higher price, but they are in city central. So if you're willing to walk to the campus and also everything is in the city central, maybe you not really spend a lot on public transport or maybe not at all. If you stay in Rockland, for sure you will have to pay for bus, for train to travel to campus. So that's two factor that your client, can consider when choosing the accommodation option. Yeah. So whichever option they will go, well, we're happy to support.
Yeah. Last two, but I also do have like a question later. So a lot of
Yeah.
applicants already have business degree from Philippine University. Does ICL recognize that, or do they treat everyone as starting from zero? I think you've also shared that one earlier, but for those who were not able to get it, maybe you can share it again, Jasmine.
Yep. So first of all, when you mentioned business degree, maybe I assume that could be a bachelor degree.
Yes.
So I don't understand about starting from zero. Actually, depend on which program they want to apply for. Usually, for example, if they aim for master, if they aim for graduate diploma in teaching or in business, usually a bachelor degree could help them to meet help them to meet the requirement, unless their bachelor degree is not related major to the program they want to apply for, then we need to look at their work experience. So I don't think they start from zero. They will start depend on their background, what qualification they have or what work experience they have. And rest assured to you, we are quite flexible in still within the compliance. So of course we need to comply with all the requirements for NZQA, still within the compliance, but we try to be as much flexible as possible in terms of accepting students, and especially students from Philippines. I believe a really big percentage of application from Philippines meet that requirement for master degree. There's very rare case that we have to decline or offer them a lower programs. Very rare case. Usually Philippine application all good to go.
Well, that's nice to hear. Um, all right. How many days is the processing time to get offer letter?
Wow. Okay. If your student, one more thing I need to mention to you, and I think you can feel quite different when you're working with a lot of other institution out there, is our timely manner, time responsive for your co-responsive. If your student meet direct entry requirement, you could receive an offer within 12 hours, within 24 hours. We do work really fast. Whenever question arise, we try to respond you within the day, of course within my working hours, because we different time zone. So whenever I receive your question within the day, within my working hours, we always try to respond you as fast as we can, as immediately as we can. Offer plays, I think every time within 1 or 2 business day. If it's not a special approval case, not special admission case, 1 or 2 days you could receive an offer already.
That's very fast. So when it comes to
Yes.
turnaround time, like especially for those who students who already have completed documents, I would just like to confirm, Jasmine, graduate diploma in teaching for the early childhood education specialization, that's the only program wherein you can accept one skill retake or combined English test. Is it correct?
Yes, that's the
Okay.
only program because teaching council allow it.
All
This is
right.
not this is not a requirement for us. So um to everyone, if we do work with each other in the near future, we have to follow all the requirement from NZQA, especially English, very strict NZQA, and if it's for the ECE program, we have to follow teaching council requirement. So the requirement actually not from us, we have to follow their requirement. We have to comply with that.
Correct, correct, which makes sense, definitely. Any other questions or clarifications to our attendees? Please feel free to chat or maybe like raise your hand. I'll try to
Yes, you guys
unmute
can
your,
open your
yes,
microphone.
yes, your
Yes.
microphone. But as we would, okay, ooh, Yan is here. Perfect. Okay, okay,
I
everyone.
think we did not allow them to to talk before.
But
Uh,
yeah, like anyone from the attendees, if you do have any like a specific question, maybe you already have a student checking their options for New Zealand, please let us know. But while we wait for any other questions, Jasmine, are there any last few words you wish to share to our attendees? How how to counsel maybe, or any, like words of wisdom sharing with how to study in New Zealand, like anything?
Yeah. So I think this one, firstly, I would like to talk about the experience and what's happening around the world right now. Um, I don't know if you noticed, New Zealand has been quite popular to a lot of different country, not only Philippines, but I think specifically in Philippines, New Zealand is getting very popular compared to other popular destination. I'm talking about Australia, I'm talking about Canada, UK, which has been always your popular destination. And I think one of the reason is, first of all, in terms of student visa, Australia tightening their student visa. Canada, I believe also, but usually our main competitor is Australia. So yeah, they're tightening their student visa approval rate, approval number. And also, if you working on Australia for a long time, you know it's not easy to get resident visa in Australia.